Okay, hello. Welcome back to MAHOUTEQ. Um, Hopefully the audio's fixed. Let's go. This is where we left off. Next morning I woke up. I was woken up by a ringing sound without even opening my eyes. I looked for the phone and declined the call. After just a few seconds, it resumed its annoying buzz. Who the hell is calling me this early? I gathered all my strength to pick up the phone. Hello? Where are you? I'm leaving in 10 minutes. Huh? Where? If you don't show up in 10 minutes, you're fired. Fired? And then I remembered something. I have a job now. I jumped out of my bed and flew out of my house. Look at her skipping along. This is what loving your job looks like. Everyone got their assignments? Good grades. Now board the bus. Wait for me. You. I'm here. Where have you been? You're 15 minutes late. I'm sorry, doesn't matter. Get in the bus. But if you show up late one more time, you're fired. I'm sorry. Reeling from exhaustion, I boarded the bus and plopped onto the seat closest to the door. Inaka entered right behind me and closed the door and sat across from me. I turned my head left and right, looking for my only work acquaintance among the passengers, but she was nowhere to be found. Well, what can you do? The bus's engine revved up and we started moving. Houses, trees, and traffic lights flitted by outside the window. We drove through neighborhood after neighborhood, with density of building growing sparser. Soon we left the urban area entirely. All the time, Inaka, who sat across from me, was meticulously calculating something in her notebook, biting on her pencil and scratching her head through a big hole in her helmet. Then she suddenly turned towards me and surprised me with a question. What is the square root of the sum of this factorial of 7 and 41? 71.3. Inaka was once again engrossed in her calculations. What are you doing over there? Reevaluating the calculations for the battery expenditure for today? Is it that important? Of course. If a battery dies, it will explode. Explode? Just kidding. We'll need to order a new one, and that's a hassle. Although we have a funny story about that. A couple of weeks ago, one of our rookies got a decommissioned battery, and it overheated right in the middle of work and blew up so hard nothing was left of her. Okay. The poor girl was evaporated in a fraction of a second. Can you imagine? I don't want to imagine that. I instinctively turned around and giving a concerned glance to my battery. How in the world does this shady company still have a license? But all our equipment are safe now. We took all the needed measures. I sure hope so. But even if nothing happens, don't fret. You don't even have time to think. Poof, you're gone. Although the people near you will have a much worse time. Thanks for the consolation. There's one thing I don't get. Why do you keep working here? I need to feed my family? Oh, kids, I get it. No brothers. 5 of them. Wow. Must be tough looking after them, huh? Yeah. Especially when they're over 25. 25? How old are you then? 21? You're 21? How old do I look to you? I don't know. You're just so serious. I look at you after working here 2 shifts a day for 3 years. Sounds tough. At least I was promised a promotion the day after tomorrow, so I won't need to slave away on the cleaning duties anymore. Soon. I'll be sitting in the office filling out papers. No running around. I won't even need to scrape cookies off the floor. Gosh, I'm so tired. The bus came to a sudden halt, and Inaka immediately jumped off from her seat. We're here. Everyone get out. Unload your achus from the truck and get to work. Chop chop. Time is money. Suddenly, a rumbling sound came from somewhere around the corner. The bus windows shook. The sounds were so loud they felt as if someone was setting off fireworks right by our side. Group A has already started. Let's not fall behind. I took my achu out from the truck and Inaka immediately came up to me. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to teach you everything else. Can this gravity mop do anything else? Stand farther away from the others. Right there. And now wave your wand in a straight line, as if you're swinging a sword. I imagined I was holding a saber in my hands and slashed through the air. In the same second, a resounding explosion thundered a meter away from me, but no fire or smoke followed. I sprang back in fear. Not bad. What was that? Gravity impulse. It will come in handy today. That thing is so powerful. Am I here to fight after all? Wait a minute. Those explosions. Could it be? It's my first ever real mission. I see. Yesterday was just practice. They were evaluating my abilities to deal with mundane tasks. And now it's time for some real magical girl work. Hey, can you hear me? Do you understand everything? Huh? I said, be careful with the impulses. And don't take your helmet off or you'll go deaf. I have a funny story about that too. Alright. No funny stories this time. And one more important thing. Choose has defensive capabilities. Point your wand in front of you and hold the button on the handle. I did as instructed and immediately felt the air around me rumble. And the wand started buzzing. This is called gravity turbulence. It will save you from debris and other stuff flying towards you. Don't shove your hand into it and don't activate it while on your belt or you'll get wrapped around the wand. This thing is much more of a risk than a defense tool. Do you have a funny story for that too? No? Only sad ones. To be honest, our colleagues barely use this function. I wonder why. But at least you can destroy big objects from the inside with it. It's useful. I'd like to believe you. It's also so loud my ears got plugged. Why can't it make a more pleasant sound? And where's the VFX? Where's the glitter? I want glitter. I don't want a contusion. That should do it. Any questions? No. Actually, this one. Can I use this one to fly? I mean, like a real magical girl? Only in pieces. I don't recommend testing it. What did I even expect? And so I followed the rest of the squad towards my first mission. Judging by the sounds, the battle was still raging on. I turned the corner and about 100 meters away, the road was blocked off. Was blocked by a wall of giant rocks, soil, and debris from buildings. And all around it, magical girls ran around cleaning the blockage. Some of them smashed the big rocks into smaller fragments, and others gathered everything up and loaded into the truck. Apparently, there's been a huge landslide here that destroyed the village at the base of the mountain and blocked the road. All my dreams of being a magical girl were destroyed along with that village. What did I even expect? Ski, don't just stand there. I heard Inaga's annoyed voice from behind me. I had no choice but to drag my feet towards the blockage. This is all for you, Papipu-chan. Okay, Pile Rocks is blocking the way. Let's try attacking. Pressure Pile Rocks with the gravitational impulse. Rocks are blown to pieces. Blocking the way, blown to pieces. Attack again. Nice to finishing blow. Being down, humiliated, and loaded into the truck. She's playing in the car. Somewhat happy. The smallest stone is blocking the road. Okay, not really. Luna is just slacking off again. Cat did it. Straight defending. Very small ball into the stone red glare. She tried to move it with her mind. Nothing happens. Swings from the sight of the stone. She tries to find a smaller stone, but it's mixed with rich stones. Heaved a deep sigh. She was intent to beat that exact smaller stone. She's not depressed. Electro pose blocking the way. Attacks. No. Size is turning up over spews sparks. Finding decide to make the right choice and stop by electro. Good choice. Wait, no. No. He's back with that giant stone that she blows in it. Aim. Electro pose destroyed. Good job, Luna. I guess. Yeah, she won't be able to live a long, happy life like this. Or, she won't be able to live a long, happy life like this. If only you knew how embarrassed she makes me feel sometimes. Stone after stone, brick after brick, we managed to clear about half of the blockage in 2 hours. My forehead was soaked in sweat, and the incessant rumbling made my ears ring even through the earmuffs. And to top it off, I was now also extremely hungry. I haven't eaten anything since morning, but then, just in time, I could announce the lunch break. Everyone immediately livened up and gathered around her. We went back to the trucks. A folding table expected us there, and packed lunch piled on top of it. Everyone rushed to grab their lunch. Calm down. There's enough for everyone. We're not in a zoo. Inaka shouted into a megaphone at everyone, but nobody listened to her. Everyone fought for their food as if it was their last meal. Along with the ruckus, I miraculously managed to get my hands on a single scratched up package and retreated. But then somebody stood in my way. Wild Pretty is trying to claim wicked village. The bed tries herself. Looks like it's dazed. Attack. Why does she need the package? Doesn't understand what receives damage from excessive hearing some Freddy pulls out a brick with her teeth and throws it at Luna. Luna defends herself by walking in the toilet and bites into the Look, when you think you don't want to repeat that again, it's trying to just nothing without such one running around beyond the that works. It's not an accident. Teeth does that. What? Okay, how do I do this? Let's go! World Curry is defeated. Sat alone on a slope far away from the slaughter and took my lunch out of its packaging. It's a small it was small and consists of a sandwich with a bologna sausage and cheese, candy bar, and a ball of chips. All that bloodshed was over this? Well, I guess even acorns would taste like truffles on an empty stomach, so I started chomping down on the crumpled sandwich with enthusiasm. I was so engrossed with my food that I didn't notice how Aya approached me from behind. Can I sit with you? Oh, of course. Aya sat behind me, or beside me. She was already almost done with her sandwich. Does this happen all the time? Yep. Look, I've snagged some more. She proudly showed me one more packed lunch. Did you take somebody else's food? Yep. Don't yep then. Isn't one enough? But the portions here are so small. Aya threw the last piece of the sandwich into her mouth and started unpacking the new one. Then we heard something behind us. There you are. Inuka appeared, short of breath. So it was you who stealing lunches. I just took something that nobody needed. You literally snatched it right from under my nose. It was my lunch. Give it back. Inuka started to climb over the fence. Aya didn't waste the time. Just stuffed an entire sandwich into her mouth. Inuka lunged at Aya and started hitting her at the helmet, bringing all sorts of obscenities at her. And I just stood there, confused, unsure how to react. Girls, calm down. There's no need to fight over something so trivial. You'll only calm down when you find out. Ow. I was squishing to the touch. Ow, ow. Her brains. Stop it. I surrender. I surrender. What a show. Are you both 5 years old? She wasn't as insane when she was 5. One more word and I'll send you to the brig. So your childhood friends, huh? Unfortunately, yes. We lived nearby and went to the same school. Then I transferred out and we haven't seen each other since then. Until she crawled to the company on her knees begging for us to hire her. No, I didn't. Do you want me to request to archive CCTV footage? That's abuse of power. Did you really have to steal her lunch? I don't care. You shouldn't have left it unattended. She's not working anyway. She's just ordering us around. Giving out orders also consumes energy, you know. Take the candy from the package and offered it to Inaka. Here. I'm already full. No need. I'm not hungry. Well, whatever. Then, wait. Did you change your mind? Not really. Just... She's too proud to ask. Screw you. Inaka snapped at Aya and snatched the candy bar out of my hands. Whatever. Somebody slung Gertie onto the tree again. I'll go get her down. Wasn't me. The next couple of hours flew by. If I were to block out the surrounding noise, there was even something meditative in this type of work. Move, clear, move, clear. I didn't even notice how it got dark. I heard Inaka's voice from behind, heralding the end of our shift. Yet the road ahead of us still wasn't completely cleared. Anybody who wants to stay for overtime can continue working for a bonus. Everyone else, go to your bus and we'll get you home. Overtime? I'm not sure I need it. My paycheck should be more than enough to buy the pt.2 figurine. I'll quit as soon as I get the money. Puppy Puchan in the maid outfit. Can't wait. Glance at Aya. What about you? Going home? No, I'm staying. Still have a ton of fines to pay. I could use this bonus. Now I can see why nobody hired you. I was about to leave, but something stopped me. I'll also stay. You too? Why? I could use a bonus. I need to buy more Puppy Pochan pins. Well, as you wish. One of the buses with the squad left, and there were only 3 of us left. Nobody else wanted to slave away for a couple more hours. Yeah, we took a small break and went back to work. It got completely dark outside, so we had to turn on our headlamps. I cleared the rubble, stacked pieces of debris around myself, and Aya grabbed everything and threw it onto the truck. 3 more minutes passed, but at some point, the pile stopped getting smaller. Aya, where are you? There's already a mountain of rubble here. Wait up. My battery died. I'll go grab a new one. Aya went towards the bus to get a new battery, and I continued clearing the rubble. 5 minutes passed, but Aya didn't return. Working alone was way more difficult. My battery was almost on its last legs. As I followed Aya's example, on the way to the bus, I saw Inaka. She fell asleep on the grass near the slope without even finishing her coffee. I guess she is resistant to caffeine now. I returned to the bus, but there was nobody there. Did she go home or something? I circled the bus. All I could find was a dead battery. It sat near an open baggage hold, but Aya was nowhere to be found. I sighed and took off my helmet to let my head breathe after a day of hard work. I was immediately surrounded by the sounds of the night forest. Crickets chirping, trees rustling, sounds of cars in the distance. Driving on the highway, a couple of 100 meters away from me here. I'm exhausted. I looked up at the sky and, for the first time in my life, noticed how beautiful it was outside of town. Somewhere 1,000,000 kilometers away from us, stars sparkled, galaxies are born and die. Maybe there, millions of billions of kilometers away, somebody is watching us. And I'm digging through the trash here. And then I heard leaves rustling and branches crackling somewhere down below. I concentrated on the sounds. Did she fall off the cliff? Aya? Are you there? Nobody answered my call. Just another rustling sound among the trees. I put on my helmet and turned on the headlamp. Even with the light on, couldn't see anything behind the trees and bushes. Yeah, probably just a squirrel. Yeah, it's just a squirrel. Shh. All those horror films should have been a lesson. I climbed over the fence, took out the magic wand with a trembling hand, started my slow descent down the slope. Come on out, little squirrel. I won't hurt you. And then I heard beeps, and then I heard beeps coming from my battery on my back. 3 short signals that meant I was outside of the Achu Tower range. At this point, the magic wand in my hand was nothing more than a regular piece of rebar. Remember, cold sweat trickled down my back and I froze on the inside. My boldness was completely replaced with suffocating fear. I'll kill the squirrel as soon as I see it. It was too late to stop. I took step after step, parting the thick greenery with the wand and didn't even notice how I tripped over a thick branch. I tumbled down the slope, dodging tree after tree and collecting wet moss with my face. After flying for about 10 meters, I landed on a small bush. I made a painful creaking sound and collapsed an ice ball on top of it, covered in dirt, moss, and dry leaves. Ouch! That goddamn squirrel. I rose to my knees and started brushing myself off. I spent the next 200 years trying to wash this off. And then I looked up. A Mademoiselle, Mademoiselle, be careful. What the? Thank you. Wait, no. What's going on here? My sincerest apologies. This is a robbery. What's sincere in a robbery? I'm afraid to say I've taken your friend's hostage. I can see that. She's amazing. She resisted so bravely. I had to expend quite a bit of energy to subdue her. Why is he complimenting her? My hand reached for the magic wand, but the sound of a silent shot made my entire body freeze. I let out a tiny scream. My sincerest apologies. Can I please ask you not to resist? Or I might hurt your friend and purely by accident. Let's not make things more difficult, shall we? You're a maniac. Oh, once again, my sincerest apologies for not introducing myself. I'm Zack, mysterious and normal pirate Zack. But you can call me just Zack. My friends call me Zack Maniac. What the? Meet the pink bear. Oh, but I don't like when people call me Zack Maniac. So I couldn't ask you to call me mysterious Zach or just Zach. Although we barely know each other, so being on a first name basis is kind of weird. And again, if I reveal my true last name to you, that would be an immense honor on my part. So how about you call me Pink Baron instead? Is he ever shown up? Now can I please have your name, Mademoiselle? Luna? And what about your friend? I shook in fear couldn't produce a single word. He's Aya. What a wonderful name. You know, I like making new acquaintances. It's so much easier to work with acquaintances. Okay. So, what do you want? No. What a brilliant question, Luna. I roam this world in search of curiosities. In recent times, your magic tools caught my attention. Not just anyone can afford magic tools of this caliber, you know? And yours are particularly amazing. Mancheri. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. You have no idea how much I yearned for a couple of these tools. Hence, I propose a trade if you don't mind. You, Mademoiselle, take Aya, and I take the magic wands. Sounds good? Did he really just call these brooms amazing? Whatever. Here you go. I dropped my magic wands on the grass. Magnifique. No. You have no idea how grateful I am. Is that it? Oh, and the box on your back too, please. I'm afraid these walls won't work without it. Aya dear, you should follow your friend's example. Oh, don't let me do a tremble like that. I'm starting to feel like a villain. And I'm no villain, mind you. Well, no, those are fundamentally different things. Took off the battery and replaced it with a wand. Aya followed suit and laid on her equipment before the thief. Hands trembling. See? There's no need to fear. Nothing bad happened to you, right? Right? Yes. Oh, magnifique. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Sam put our magic wands and batteries on his back and waved us goodbye. Once again, my sincerest apologies for any distress that might have caused. I hope to see you soon again. Or see you again. Saying that, he hopped down the slope and disappeared in the tree line. I rushed to Aya's side. Are you alright? Did he hurt you? Is everything okay? Uh, uh, um, yes, I think so. Thank goodness. Or thank God. Let's get out of here. I had no idea. The stars are so beautiful. Okay. I think that'll be it for now. See you guys in the next episode. Peace.